Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing a troll pasta. Today's troll pasta is called Sonic CD Abandoned Prototype. We start with This is Fake. This is just to entertain peeps, which I don't think is a good way to start a troll pasta, in my opinion. I don't think that you should start it out by saying that this is a troll. I think it's more funny to play it off genuinely, but oh well. You know Sonic CD? Well, I have a story for you. I had the final version of Sonic CD completed, but I wanted to buy the earliest version. It was a prototype, in case anyone doesn't know what that is. I was in a game store looking for Sonic CDs. One said prototype 1556. It was really cheap, and it was only 9 cents. Very believable. So I was going to buy it. It was for Windows 95, the system everyone knows that Sonic CD released for. The salesman came up to me and said, "Whoa there, buddy, that prototype ain't ordinary prototype. You will regret buying it." I thought he was high, so, being the idiot I am, I bought it. I inserted the CD into the computer. Sonic CD menu screen was extremely low budget, but I didn't mind it. The music was bad, the 2D sprites were ugly, and Sonic Sprite, ugh. Instead, the menu saying Sonic CD, it said Prototype 1556, with Do Not Play right next to it. I started a new save and went to Palm Tree Panic, but there was no music, no enemies, no Eggman. Good, cause this is Act 1, where there shouldn't be Eggman. Just a void with white trees. Took me 10 minutes of walking endlessly with Sonic to complete Palm Tree Panic. The boss was Eggman's head. It spit out glitch Sonic sprites at me. I had to hit a ton of times to complete the level. Next level, Collision Chaos. The casino level I liked, which isn't a casino level, but hated the boss, was a ping pong-like level. It was all purple with corrupt music from Las Vegas playing in a low pitch. Any music can play in Las Vegas, just letting people know. Everything else was black. Just had to launch into some weird slot machine to complete the level, which I don't think that's how that was, but okay, whatever, troll pasta writer. But I activated a boss. Only one stage man, really? It was a corrupt sprite of Amy Rose. She was flying around throwing metal gray balls at me, similar to the final version of Sonic CD Collision Chaos Eggman's boss. I defeated her in one hit. She emitted a scream of a crying baby and fell to the ground with blood. That hurts. Next level probably is? What do you mean probably? It should be or it shouldn't be. Title Tempest. Oh, just in case you are wondering, there were no time stones and special stages in this prototype. Thank you for telling me. No stress for me. It was all gray level with white objects and water with no color. If it's no color, how are you knowing it's water? Only red outline. It was all parkour. If I fell, I would have to run through the water and reach the land before I drown and reset the parkour part. I finished both stages, but the final one had a bad future. Silver Sonic from Sonic 2, Genesis version, came out of nowhere. Was he the original Metal Sonic boss fight for Stardust Speedway? He charged at me. The battle was epic. I finally beat him after losing my rings 50 times and collecting them back. Hard boss right there. I beat Title Tempest after all that hopping. Quark Quadrant Zone, oh boy, it was messed up. Everything was brown and black. Playing weird low-pitched music, I had to run over hills and unused enemies for final version of Sonic CD. One unused enemy was a weird bug that shot light at me in Stardust Speedway, final version. Instead of shooting, it followed me at high speed and it couldn't be destroyed, so I had to run. This zone was insane. The boss was Eggman, but could it really be Eggman? I assume. He ran from something, Metal Sonic. This is where things got scary. A boss theme played, scarier than the US boss theme. I had nightmares for months. Metal Sonic did not look like Metal Sonic. He looked like Sonic, except bleeding and half robotic. Oh yay, my fanfictions are true. He was on a little pad on a wall, on high ground, referencing the Metal Sonic fight in Knuckles Chaotix, or referencing Anakin Skywalker's defeat. Let me explain this. It made after Sonic CD. I could hear the poor Sonic crying in pain and anger. I hate you. He shot down his organs at me. Like, what the fuck, man? He emitted choking sounds when he shot his last organ and died. He fell to the ground collapsing. Man, this was one scary and fucked up boss fight I'll never forget. The next stage was Wacky Workbench, but for some reason it was short and only had one act. I like to call them stages. Who cares? It was white empty void with unused gears spinning slowly for the final version of Sonic CD I had run through. Just Palm Tree Panic, but suddenly the void turned red and it showed something in the background. It was digital blood saying you can't go farther. Then there were screaming emitting from the game. It was for the whole level. My poor ears. The boss was Silver Sonic again. This guy really loves Silver Sonic. In a drilling machine. No music. I hit the machine and it went up and crashed down and self-destructed, revealing that Metal Sonic's dead body torn to pieces. Looks like Silver Sonic hated that Metal Sonic. Silver Sonic jumped out and fought me combat again. That's literally the sentence. He had new attacks, shooting little yellow dots and planting gray bombs on the ground. Took me 30 minutes to beat him. He did rolling animation and fell down the stage. I completed the level, thank God. The next stage was Stardust Speedway, a stage I love, but in here everything was made of organs with voices saying, "It was Sonic's fault. It was total pandemonium." The annoying enemies came everywhere as poorly made sprites with blood coming out of organs. It played the theme, but poorly played, and the pitch was 0.5 dot. After running a lot going into tunnels made of even more organs, the real Metal Sonic race began. Silver Sonic was in the background giving me a deadly stare, because he's the main character of this. He didn't like me. I beat Metal Sonic, and I said, finally, this one trash of a game I can complete with one more level. Metal Sonic looked at me and said in a robotic voice, "The fever awaits." Instead of metallic madness, it was true fever. Sonic looked sad and depressed. The corpses of dead enemies and bosses were everywhere. Now the background was static. Final Fever was playing, except in reverse and distorted. The final boss came in. It was Eggman himself. I was confused because he did nothing. He was also invincible until this happened. His colors turned negative, with Eggman's mouth expanding, making him look like a demon. He screamed in glitched out voice, "You are the villain, Sonic," and my Windows 95 suddenly shut. Extremely scared. Wait, what? My Windows 95 shut down with red text and that showed for 1 second saying, "Sometimes you could be the bastard." I was extremely scared, and things could not get any worse. I heard my doorbell ring, and I saw a photo on my house entrance. The photo was of Sega Company building burning down. My Windows 95 suddenly turned on again. I was in a level called Burn Sega, which is probably a very popular level with people online. When I looked at my computer, Burn Sega was the level of hell. There were fire in the background with people screaming. Eggman in demon form was flying around shooting hedgehog heads because he's got to do something. I had to pass hazards of organs and other stuff because that's what I've been doing the whole time. He also brought back the previous bosses because I'm sure you missed them. Soon I finally completed the level, but Silver Sonic came out of nowhere and killed Eggman in one hit. I had to fight Silver Sonic for the last time. He was bloody as hell and his eyes were red and full of anger, even though he's a robot and has no emotion. His attacks were faster. Plus, the level had no rings. Took 50 hits to kill him. Soon my Windows 95 exploded and was on fire. I used water to pour it out. When Silver Sonic got beaten, everything in the game exploded with text saying, "I'm taking the computer with me." That's when the computer exploded. Also, the prototype of Sonic CD was destroyed as well. I had to be honest, it wasn't that scary, but it was pretty fucked up. I think Silver Sonic was the real villain in this. That was Sonic CD Abandoned Prototype. It tried its hardest to be a Trollpasta, but in the end, it felt like someone's shitty creepypasta that they recycled into a Trollpasta. It went on for too long, and I feel like the jokes in it wasn't that funny. Like, I've read so many better Sonic creepypastas. I've read better Sonic Trollpastas. I've read better Sonic CD-related stories than this. This was shit, it wasn't funny, and I have nothing else to say about it. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you really like this video, and share it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye. Before the credits roll, I thought I'd give a shout out to my multiple ways of making money. YouTube is starting to slowly sanitize the platform, making it hard for people to make money on edgier content like I do. So I'm reminding you guys that I have a Patreon. The Patreon has plenty of reward tiers, including seeing my podcast early and possibly getting on the show if I can fit that into the schedule. I have video recommendation tiers that you can try to get into. And if all else fails and my YouTube falls apart, I always have a BitChute account. So remember to check out all these different things in the description below.